Hello everybody and welcome to Madden NFL 2018. I am Steven Steffen and we are in Connected Franchise Juan Madden, one of my two leagues. Juan Madden just fired off and we are the Denver Broncos and we are on Monday Night Football prime time as we face off against division rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. And Phillip Rivers, Melvin Gordon, all kinds of offensive weapons on their team, and really excited about getting this season started. The end of Madden 17 was a little rough for me in Juan Madden. I kind of let that team go, and just excited to have the Denver Broncos back and all the talent that comes with them. So we have won the toss. We choose to defer to the second half, and the Chargers, which I have not played this particular user. It's a new user for the Chargers. I struggled against the Chargers in Madden 17. That user was really good and very difficult to play against. And I'm just going into this game, not sure what to expect from this particular user, but we'll play twice, and we get started with Week 1 in Denver. So let's get to some highlights. Chargers first possession, second play of the game. Phillip Rivers play action finds Hunter Henry wide open in the corner, and he takes it 75 yards to the house. 7-0 Chargers. We pick it up late in the second quarter. It's Phillip Rivers looking for Tyrell Williams, but it's intercepted by Chris Harris, giving the Broncos the ball back in great field position. The next play, it's C.J. Anderson, rumbling, stumbling, running over Chargers, 48 yards for the touchdown as the Broncos even things up at 7. Next Chargers possession, it's Melvin Gordon, whoop, whoop, with some great juke moves and another whoop to get into the end zone, 75 yards, a great piece of running, 14-7 Chargers. Next Broncos possession, 3rd and 14, it's Trevor Siemian finding the rookie Carlos Henderson open over the middle for the big gain. Then it's Siemian finding C.J. Anderson with the gain to the 5. Then it's newly acquired Jamal Charles getting his first touchdown as a Denver Bronco as the Broncos even the score at 14. Next Chargers possession, it's Rivers looking for Henry again on the corner. This time it's picked off by Justin Simmons of the Broncos, and he returns it all the way back to the 19-yard line. The next Broncos play, it's C.J. Anderson running over Chargers and carrying Joey Bosa into the end zone. 21-14 Broncos. There is no quit in the Chargers as Phillip Rivers finds Telvin Williams over the middle for a big gain. The drive would eventually stall out as the Chargers had to settle for a 34-yard field goal from kicker Josh Lambo, making it 21-17. The Broncos would continue to fire on all cylinders as Siemian would find Emmanuel Sanders down the sideline for a huge gain down to the 4-yard line. Then it's Siemian running around, looking, no one open. He scrambles and finds Virgil Green wide open for the touchdown as the Broncos take a 28-17 lead with a minute left in the half. Chargers would not be denied. 20 seconds left in the half. It's Rivers finding Telvin Williams for a big gain. Timeout Chargers. 19 seconds left. Rivers will find Jeff Cumberland in the flats. Cumberland is going to take it all the way to the Broncos' 7-yard line. 1st and goal, 11 seconds left. It's Rivers finding Cumberland in the end zone to complete the impressive drive to end the first half. 28-24 at the half. We pick it up at the end of the third. It's Siemian finding Demaryius Thomas on the out route, and he goes all the way down the sideline to the 38-yard line. Later in the drive, it's Simeon finding Demaryius Thomas yet again, this time for the touchdown as the Broncos start to pull away 35-24. Rivers tries to answer, looking for Telvin Williams, but it's picked off by Chris Harris Jr. for the second time.
It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Then it's C.J. Anderson with the carry up the middle to the 2-yard line. Next play, it's Simeon finding a wide open Emmanuel Sanders for the touchdown as the Broncos take a commanding 42-24 lead. The Chargers would go on to score one more time, but it wouldn't be enough as the Broncos win 42-31 on Monday Night Football, improving to 1-0. So there you have it. A good solid effort in week 1. We played pretty decent. Simeon had a big game. Was able to move the ball pretty well. The defense, though, won the game with 3 interceptions, and honestly, it was back and forth until a couple interceptions kind of gave me a chance to pull away. But a very competitive game. Hats off to my opponent, and I will see him later in the year, of course, as we are in the same division. So it would definitely be a more interesting game when we meet again, I'm sure, as we get to know each other as we play each other. But a fun game. Melvin Gordon was unstoppable, and that run he had was just unbelievable. But all in all, pretty solid. We had 238 passing yards, 155 rushing yards to his 183 and 128. But the key to the game was the takeaways, 3 takeaways to 0. And that'll do it. As I want to look at the quick recap. As you can see the stats, Phillip Rivers, 194 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. 2 of those interceptions to Chris Harris Jr. Melvin Gordon, like I said, was unstoppable. 15 carries, 127 yards. He really ran the ball well. All in all, I was pretty pleased with Trevor Siemian. I used Paxton Lynch in Madden 17, and he was my starter, but he's just not very good in M18. He's only a 70 overall, so I did start Trevor Siemian. 242 yards, 3 touchdowns. I think he only had 3 or 4 incompletions. And C.J. Anderson really ran the ball well. I didn't think he was going to run very well. And I do have Jamal Charles, so I'm looking forward to that later in the season. But for the first game, I thought it went pretty well. And we need to work on our defense. 31 points given up is quite a bit, but that's a work in progress. So until the next game, I do host the Dallas Cowboys. The plan is to play them Wednesday night, so should have a highlight reel up Friday night, hopefully. But hope you guys enjoyed this highlight reel. As always, like and subscribe, and leave any comments down below. I read all comments and take any suggestions, anything that can make my videos better. So until the next time, I'll see you guys later.